Well, my name came out the alphabet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So divine is my mindset.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Which is Allah and rule everything around me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me the king, because I master all of that.
So you said Dark King.
No,
It's-
Darkim.
So-
D-A-R-K-I-M.
So it's D. So you did it by it's like divine, it's D. A
How I chose my name, right, was a brother told me that our name was supposed to come out the mathematics in the alphabet. So I sat down and I wrote down all the letters in the alphabet that had magnetic for me. Like I felt like, I wanted to, yeah. So after I wrote down all the letters, right, you know how they take a word and they said, look, make how many words you can make out of that word. I wrote down all the names that I could make out of those letters that I picked. And Darkim had the most letters, and it sounded like a name that the guys was gonna be like, what kind of name is that? Like it was, But I had never heard nobody with that name before.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I rocked with that.
So that's how you could find your name.
No, that's just how I do. That's not to say that's the way, But see, you gotta remember, I got the knowledge. I was only 15, so I'm applying things that I know as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? To what I'm doing.
Well, you could do the same thing, right?
I mean, yeah, you could. That's why I just gave you an example of how I did it.
Right.
But that's
But
how.
each letter has meaning, divine.
Right.
A is Allah.
Right. But there was other letters that I wanted. Like, look, I wanted J in there for justice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There was other letters. I wanted V in there for victory. Mm-hmm. But like, say for instance, I didn't want Q in there. I wanted P for power. But like I said, Darkim had the most letters of the ones that I picked.
Of your attribute.
Yeah, and it sounded
like you,
like this language. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I chose that.
Like, I wasn't having trouble like finding the name. It's just I was saying, Allah. That was what was, I guess, hitting my magnetic to just call myself Allah. But my whole thing is, I don't want to disrespect the Father in any type of way. I was just asking Darkim, is that like a disrespect to the Father?
I mean, I don't want to say it's disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? But see, you gotta remember, at one time, this whole nation existed inside his head. It just existed as an idea in him. You see what I mean? So there was just one of us. But see, now there's all of us, right? How do we, like right now, if you cross the street, right, and a car is coming, right, and you say, yo, Allah, look out, everybody's gonna turn around. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for me, now, I wouldn't do that.
That's a family name, so like that.
Yeah, that's our family
name. I mean, so like many gods, probably the majority have a lot, like, it could be scientific Allah, justice Allah, you have a lot of gods, but Allah is like your last name, because that's the family name.
So it's better.
You don't have to do that.
Choose a name that makes you distinctive, so they know who you are.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting at.
Right. Because see, like I said, this knowledge, yeah, it applies to us as the original man. But which original man are you?
I feel like, I'm gonna get it together, but
yeah.
I feel like Allah. I don't know, for some reason that hits me. I was born Allah. This is this is who I am.
Allah is as it, because I'm Allah infinite.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Like, and that's just to show and prove Allah is infinite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Forever. So you just gotta be able to show and prove that name. You know what I'm saying? So you say Allah is Allah. Like, you gotta be able to show and prove.
Believe it or not, I got a vision in my brain.
Right.
I just haven't spoken it.
Okay, you got a vision in your brain.
I want to kind of manifest it.
Okay, well then, yeah, you take your time with that. You know what I'm saying? Manifest it, and we build on it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm Allah infinite. You might have a brother named Allah Magnetic or Allah, Not just for me, it's just showing proof the law is infinite, you know, forever.
Yeah.
And a continuation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not that man physically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a continuation of that man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna tell you another thing when you do that, right? See, when you choose that name, right? You gotta be the best knower amongst us in everything.
It's a high title.
Yeah.
We all coming to ask you. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you said. Yeah.
You said you the all in all.
That's what you
You're
said.
being hard on yourself if you give yourself that name.
That's what
No,
you said.
but my thing is that's what I am though.
Hey, listen,
Okay, hey,
if
there's no
you
dispute.
can live it out.
If you can live it
If
out.
you can live it out, man, don't let me be the one to tell you not to.
But,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You said that's who I am. Okay, so then you said you should improve that.
Yeah, but even if I'm an arm, leg, arm, head, this is what I am. I'm Allah. I'm the original man.
Okay. But there's a lot more to that. You know, it's just that, you know, again, like you have to be the one to live it out and show and prove it. See what I'm saying? It's not for me to give it to you, not for me to teach you about it. Like, as you saying that this is who you are, it's not for me to just give it to you and tell you all about it. You tell me about it now.
See, this is my thing. Like, say a person pick a name, right?
Mhm.
They gotta, of course, y'all know more than me, but the person gotta explain his name.
Right.
I feel like I'm just Allah picked that, like, the only thing I probably have to manifest
No.
is
See, this is what I'm saying. It's not about feeling. It's about who you say you are. Now you done took on a certain amount of weight. When I'm saying that, listen.
Like-
Somebody come around here right now, right? You say, yo, man, the 5%ers did that. You know who they looking for?
Allah.
Allah. See, you gonna have to be able
To carry that
yeah,
weight.
you have to be able to carry that weight, man.
To explain that.
I don't understand. This is like if 5% of got into a fight or something.
Whatever they get.
Yeah.
It could be good, it could be bad. You understand what I mean? Like
I
this
just
right
think
now, right?
You'll be able to. I think in time you'll be able to find out what
See,
your
that's what I'm
name will
saying.
be ultimately.
I feel that's just who I am. Like, I feel Darkim is a harder name to explain. Like, would be a harder name because you got to explain why you picked the name Darkim.
No, but see, I did that. I did no. I did that. You see what I'm saying? Because now, whatever the name of Darkim is known for, I'm the one that established that foundation. Is when you say that name, you think of me.
See, but him and Darkim, like for instance, he asked you what does Darkim mean, so you broke it down for him. If I break down what Allah, like this is just who I am.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like
You think that's enough?
original.
That's what they say.
Original.
You think that's enough?
It's not even enough. Like this is just who I am. I'm a little high. I'm a little high.
Right.
See, but you got to get that right. So you don't want to be, outside of your yourself in terms. But you got to be able, you got to be able to show and prove that. Like there's a man that already established who Allah is, and he that's some big shoes to fill. So I'm saying, like he established who Darkim is. I established who Allah Infinite is. You got to establish for yourself who the name that you choose for yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. And then once you chose it and you established, you got to continue to show and prove it.
Who's over there in the room, man? Why y'all ain't talking? Stop being Masonic.
Yeah, check out Darkim B Allah Christ. He's on the live on his channel over there. This is the law school in Mecca, and we got.
You doing live over there?
Yeah, and you got the live over there. Darkim B Allah. This is the Darkim B Allah class, Allah Christ class.
You selling 5% beat? Watch you catch, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, but go ahead. Now, what you were saying? I mean, it's just a man. Look, whatever it is you're doing, just remember, man, that there's a certain amount of weight that you know what I'm saying. You got to carry for whoever you say you are. So see, like for instance, right, in my family, right, my daughter to my children, I'm Allah. They don't know nothing about. They heard of him and everything, but I'm the one that gave them life. You see what I'm saying? Now look, if somebody calls me about them, whatever it is, I gotta have all the answers. I gotta take all the weight. If somebody does something to my daughter, you know, or my son, you're gonna have to kill me. You know, are you ready to hold that weight for all of existence?
I'm gonna explain myself, Darkim.
Right? That's all, man.
Darkim, I feel like that, you know, my opinion, you know, I'm not, you know, I didn't earn my flag or whatnot yet, but I feel like like Allah is, that's just simple and original. Like, if I was to ask, like Darkim, you say, ask Darkim, you broke it down and explained to him why my name is Darkim.
Right.
If someone was to ask, why did you pick the name out? Because this is just who I am. I'm an arm, leg, arm, head.
Right. But no, but you also got to recognize also that there is somebody who established themselves as that and showed and proved themselves as that. So now you come along and you have that same name, you got to uphold that same weight. You can't be less than what the man already established.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you want to be, you gotta be just as great as that. And I'm not gonna say that you're not just as great as that. You have to be the one to show and prove that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm the father Allah, but you know.
Maybe
No. Once you say you Allah, you say you Allah.
How
Yeah.
about this,
That's
God?
what you're saying. You don't want to specify whether it's the father. You saying, nah, I'm just
Right.
all in all. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So now you got to uphold that weight, meaning if they come, right, you got to go through your 2 years in Madawan. If it comes to that. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you.
What's my way? That's Medina?
No,
that
that's
was
not
the-
Medina.
Home.
No, that's definitely not Medina.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
What's my one? No, what's my one?
The
That's
home
where-
of criminally insane.
Yeah.
Mental.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So do you know the history of the man?
Yeah, it just came back to me.
Okay, so you got right. So this is what I mean. Like you got these are different things. Like familiarize yourself in the things that he did and how he upheld his name. And are you ready to uphold that?
Yeah.
Are you ready to uphold that and take it further than what he did?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Understand
saying?
what that means?
Understand that, right?
More than just what it means to your feeling. Understand what that means.
Mhm.
Is that listen, it may come to that. You may have to take 7 in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a part
You may be the
of what
one
Allah
that-
said is going to happen, man, if you use his name.
The father says, Allah said that this
Father
is
said if you use his name, you better be ready, because they're going to try to get you.
Maybe you're the one to resurrect this nation to how it used to be, you know? But then, like you said, you gotta be ready to, you know, that's a heavy name to carry.
Yeah, but you know, I got a vision. I just want to speak on that. I was trying to
And
manage.
Father
Right.
has a vision too. I'm not saying that you might be the one to bring this nation where it needs to be, but that's a, you know.
Right now that's that now see that's something else because you know you got brothers who have that same kind of vision, but may not have it all the way, and they got a lot. They go through a lot in this nation dealing with that, trying to tell somebody what this nation or how this nation should be. So you gotta see, is that what you want for yourself? So you the best know what you want for yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, you know, somebody who's been here years, months, and days of how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Now you moving forward, you decide if you want to take on that weight.
That's like a
No,
martyr name.
you know what I mean?
Right there. That's like the name of a martyr right there. You know, and it's like
Is that a
lot-
martyr?
A martyr, like someone willing to. The father died for this nation. You know, he gave his life literally. He was in Madawan 2 years for criminally insane. Signed his name in as Allah. Signed his name out as Allah. He took 7 in the projects. He was killed. You know, 112, right? 112, right? And so he was killed over there because he was teaching the truth that the black man is God, you know? So, you know, he went through a lot, like serious trials and tribulations, you know, taking that name Allah. And he built this nation, you know, he taught, I mean, thousands upon thousands of people, you know? So like the guy said, if you taking that name, you got to be willing to do what he did. You see what I'm saying? Even if that means your life. So if you have a vision in your head and that's your vision, you want to, you know, bring this nation, you know, to where every block brothers is teaching how it was back in the 70s and everything like that, you know, hey, more power to you. But, you know, that would be great, you know, but, you know, you have to be willing to go as far as a father would, you know?
Mhm.
So far, ain't nobody go as far as a father would.
Well, nobody go as far as the Father. Because as long as it grows and grows, you know what I'm saying? These are all, everybody, you know, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody. And
Yeah.
there's great guys, don't count, you know, great guys, you know. But I don't. Nobody
Peace.
was in so far with the father, with the father.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, you know, I mean, I would love to, you know, surpass the Father if possible. But what I'm saying is, arm, leg, arm, hand.
So now look, I want this is y'all been saying this for a couple of minutes right now. Look, I just got something done. Look, this is a delicate topic. This is probably gonna get some smoke.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something, man. Allah didn't return to the essence for us to be below him.
Mm-hmm.
If
Right.
the cream ain't gonna rise to the top, then what he got shot up for? Now I'm not saying that to say that we rise above Allah. But I'm saying that, yo, if you ain't add on since 1969, that picture's a little cuckoo to me too. I understand what everybody's saying. I'm not saying I'm greater than Allah. But I'm saying, why did a man die for you to be less than him? See, that's not the way I look at my sons. I want them to be greater than me. So be very careful with that type of language where you don't see yourself as the cream that's supposed to be rising to the top. And let the game begin.
Yeah, peace, Born King. I'm up in I'm in a law school. This is live right now.
Which Born King is that?
That's Born King from up in Canada.
Canadian?
In Canada, yeah.
How booted?
Say that again?
Pizza brothers, man. They know what I'm talking about up there.
I was just like, I just like to do a double say, what's that? You know what I mean?
The Canadian brothers know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Now I don't know. That might be another part because I ain't never heard Born King kick it like that though. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Canadian side. Right?
Okay. But it depends on what side. He said peace. He said peace.
Shout out to Canada.
Yeah.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
About.
Nah, they got an accent up there.
They got a different accent.
They got a little funny accent up there.
Yeah.
But only they understand it. What's up over there, man? My people over here, they Masonic, man. People got questions over there?
Yeah. Let's see. I mean, I'm looking for the thing we had, man.
My people over here is Masonic.
They just doing hand signs.
They sit in the room looking at me.
So creepy ass shit.
Exactly. You see, they talking about, you know, Allah being a Muslim name, you know what I'm saying? The brother, you know, added on, Allah isn't a Muslim name because you couldn't have a Muslim before Allah.
That's true.
Well.
That's true.
Yeah, we going in. Who said that?
Yeah. Beautiful Brown. I don't know.
Beautiful Brown. I know who that is.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Beautiful Brown. Yeah, I know who that is.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure who that is, but you know, piece of Beautiful Brown.
Yeah. So that's it, man. What other questions, man, y'all got, man, besides the main thing I'm going to tell you, just do a little more studying before you decide to pick your name.
Yeah, take your time with it, you know, they don't rush.
Yeah, ain't no rush for that.
Yeah.
You know, actually, you know, it's like I went to a parliament in Harriet Tubman, and I'm not allowed to buy a flag.
No, you're not.
But the little kids run around with flags.
Because they babies. Babies can do a lot of things grown people can't do. I've never understood that concept. If they're babies, right? They on the strength of the knowledge and wisdom. Anything they got to do with babies. Like if their parents is poor, the babies is poor. If their parents is rich, the babies is rich. If their parents is affiliated with the 5%, they get to wear a flag. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm pretty sure most of them, whoever is, see, because you gotta remember, the flag is not about money. So you know what? I'm gonna give you the key to the flag. See, first you gotta realize that sun, moon, and stars is around us. Before you get that lapel, that pin to put on your lapel, you gotta realize that the universe is already a sun, moon, and stars. And that flag on the lapel is just there to symbolize that. That's why you can't just buy it. Can't buy nothing about knowledge. I'm gonna tell you nothing about that, about buying knowledge and selling it, right? That is, it's against the 5% weight.
That's a 10% kind of mentality right there.
See, even within 5%, let me tell you something. You cannot put barriers between the knowledge and the babies. It can't be no dudes. Because then what happens, like me, I'm coming around the nation, you know, I'm knowledge coach years old. I'm not giving y'all no money. My money is for video games. All these other, you know, whatever rules and regulations, listen, the only thing a person got paid to get this knowledge is attention. Now, the currency that gets exchanged for the flag is because we on this poor part of the planet Earth. So in order for that flag to exist right there for you to see it, some money had to change hands. So that's just a matter of dealing in equality in terms of whoever put that money up to get that flag. But the flag is priceless. You know the difference between priceless and worthless?
Wow.
What's the difference between priceless and worthless?
It was the worthless is something you just throw in the trash. Priceless is something that you hold high.
Yeah. See, worthless means it's not worth anything. Priceless meaning you can't even put a price on it because it's so valuable. So no, you can't buy a flag.
You gotta earn it.
Starting to get the hang of this. Your first day. See anything else? Anything else?
Well, God was asking Born King, he was asking to add on the understanding power degree in the 1 to 40. And dealing with the expiration date. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you add on about that.
Add on what?
Well, I mean, you know,
What is he
dealing with the
doing?
expiration date is 1914.
Right.
You know, I know that we got to continue to take the devil off the planet. You know what I'm saying? That was a.
Well, this is what you gotta remember, right? The devil was made by idea. It was the idea first. You know what I'm saying? Yakub started with the idea in the 21st degree. But you ain't see a real devil to the 33rd degree. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at that time, that's when the knowledge of the original man started being born over here. You see what I mean? So the idea of the devil had to be destroyed before the devil could be destroyed, because the devil is just here to show us that we was manifesting those ideas. And those ideas existed in the original man. So first, the devil got to be destroyed within us before he could go down like that. You see what I'm saying? So that's what inspired in 1914. You understand what I mean? But you know, a lot of things is like that. We'll say on the milk, it expired certain day, but it's good for a couple of days after that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how old was Shamgar when he invented the flag?
I don't know.
No, but just to touch on, you know, what you were saying about the exploration, you know, and about the idea. So that, you know, to just add on. So in this day and time, we got to be careful of our own weak ideas.
Where's the point?
You know.
You see what I'm saying? And the weakness of those ideas is that's almost like energy. That's the strength of the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Because then that's what allowed him to do everything that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? In terms of making slaves out of all that he can. You see what I'm saying? He has to be able to do that through the weakness of ideas right now. You see what I'm saying? You gotta remember that. Look, when you look at it, right, and it say the devil only numbers 1 to every 11 original people, right? You know what that mean? He can't control it physically.
You gotta go. He gotta attack your mental.
The most dangerous people to the devil, right, gotta have the deepest indoctrination. So see, that's why when you look at India, right, and they got on crazy religion, because it's 1 billion of them, son. They cannot control them. They got to do something mentally. Same thing when you look at the South during the slavery days. It was only a handful of white people and a whole bunch of black people, so they had to indoctrinate them extra hard.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, it is a class tonight. Okay.
Please. Yeah, peace, Supreme Mathematics. I see you. You know, what add on to try to make. He said so from Fort Wayne, Indiana.
That's not my Supreme Mathematics.
Yes, they say his name. Hold on, let me. His name is Supreme Mathematics, Polite God Allah.
You know, I don't really like the adjective names. But that's my personal thing. But yeah, piece of the God out there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Y'all got your first non-born out there? Y'all got your first non-born out there in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
How you doing, bro?
Peace. How you?
Is there garbage around here?
Yes, in the back of the
See, they got questions about the. You said, brother, ask. All right. So look,
This is smoke questions, man.
I wouldn't say so much of a smoke, man. I mean, but it gets a little. Yeah, there's layers. Like the brother said, everything really divine is the brother's name. He says, how do you see born master establishing the plebiscite and an error, and how can it be perfected?
Well, all right. Y'all want some smoke.
He wants some smoke.
Y'all want some smoke, man. So look, I'm gonna start from this, man. Government is messy, man. Look at the United States Congress right now. They not getting along. You ever seen the British Parliament? In the British Parliament, they got one podium, they sit up right here. And the Prime Minister, he sit at this, right? And they got another one that they set up right in front of him. And the other person get to get up and yell, I'm talking about like fighting type words. in their government. You know what I'm saying? There's a dude, listen, you know how Alexander Hamilton died? That's for the $10 bill?
No, how you not?
He had a political dispute with a guy. The dude was the vice president.
Wow.
They went to New Jersey and had a duel, like a straight up, I'm talking about, listen,
10 steps.
choose your weapon, 20 steps, aim fire. That's how
He lost.
He lost.
And that was
So now I'm just saying that, see, sometimes what happens, man, is we start, see, we a big society, man. Part of our success is how far and wide we done spread into different people that we done affected from all the human families. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, government is messy. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes people see the what we going through to make decisions as a nation, right? And it's frustrating to them because they watching these movies, God, and they think that government's supposed to be like Wakanda. Like everything's supposed to work out and we all supposed to, you understand what I'm saying? So the first step, whatever born mastermind got to do, he got to come and deal with this messy process. He can't go try to clean it up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? By getting some people that's just his followers. He's got to deal with us. How can it be refined? You got to come amongst your brothers. That's how I look. When you go in the United States Congress, right? That's the first thing that happens. When they pass a bill, right? When they pass a bill, or when they write a bill even, one of the first ways they get everybody to cooperate is one person who write it is a Democrat, and one person who write it is a Republican. So automatically, both sides got something in there that they want. And then as they circulate the bill, sometimes other people write little stuff in, or they take little stuff out. And they all refine the bill by the time it becomes a law. So I'm saying it's not unreasonable. I'm saying this is the way government works off of TV.
So they manage the need.
That's what governments do. They manage the needs of their people. You understand what I'm saying? But what happens is when you got a wide array of people that you're dealing with, from all different human families, all different walks of life. So you gotta remember, a lot of these governments you talking about, listen, we more spread out than the American government. We got people in all countries. So the first thing he gotta do is bring that, understand. It may not move as fast as he wants.
It's not convenient as the way he thinks
it's not as convenient as he wanted to be. But these are the steps that gotta happen. Like I said, everything I come from my idea, you trying to jump the gun into this other thing what you doing. See, listen, man, let me tell you something. We know about change. That's part of our teaching. The way I got it, brother, say, yo, man, Lord said, if we don't change, we're gonna die. But listen, in the midst of the time that I've been talking, everybody's fingernails grew a little bit. We ain't worried about that change. But if somebody come and say they want to chop my arm off, now I want to know where this change is going. Where that's going? Where you going with this? What's the end goal here? Because I don't like the first step of your plan. You understand what I'm saying? What's the real benefit here? So in terms of that, hopefully that's been made clear.
Yeah. And I made that born mastermind about that, about coming around and adding on with the brothers that he may call his haters or distractors or whatever. He got to deal with that.
That's another thing too, right? Listen, when we making decisions, right, as brothers, you gotta realize that everybody who's disagreeing with you, right, is not a hater. See, we right here, we trying to get to a destination, right? That destination could be any place. We can say, look, right now we on 126th Street and 7th Avenue, right? we could say we want to go to 125th Street and 8th Avenue, right? I may want to walk down 126th Street and then make the left on 8th. You may want to walk down 7th Avenue and make the left on 125th Street. Now, do we fight and kill each other? See, we got to understand that, no, we trying to get the same place. We just got a little different idea on how to get there. That's different from you trying to drive the whip into the ditch. You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing that happens when you pick up, like, dude, this ain't Hot 97, man. Where you think everybody don't like your song is just a hater. See what I'm saying? He's dealing with people who put way more into this than he did. So when he act like we don't love this, like our only drive in this is hate for him.
Hate for who?
The individual they asking me about.
Yeah, see. And you're
That's
new
what
at
you call,
this.
that's what you call devilishment.
So you may not be familiar with that. That's another thing that we're dealing with as a nation, and brothers want to call themselves adding on, just like how you say you might want to add on. Brothers call themselves adding on, but there's so many layers to deal with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you're gonna have to address, the things that you may not have knowledge of. So this is why, when you choosing a name like Allah, you gotta know that way. You gotta know them layers. There's a lot of layers. You know what I'm saying? And that brother don't really, I don't think he knows all the layers. You know what I'm saying? So, but he gotta come and learn about them layers. You gotta come on, add on. Those add on, and deal with his brothers, deal with who he calls, a hater, and get these questions that they may be asking.
In my opinion, it seemed like with the guides, that taught leadership skills to the point where I noticed some guides always have disagreements. You always got guys that got disagreements.
Everybody have disagreements. That's what listen, man. Stop putting us in a vacuum, man. That's the reality, man. That's the reality. Listen, in every atom, there's protons, there's electrons, there's polarities that cause the interaction. But it ain't no specific thing. Like I told you, man. People, listen, man. Julius Caesar got killed, man, because of disagreement with how they gonna run their nation. It's not new. It's not old. It's not our science. It's not son. That's government, son. That's what it is. Is the act of doing government is the act of making an agreement between a whole bunch of people who may not have the same exact interests. Tell you right now, look, it might be guys in Arizona, they're like, yo, listen, man, we want to ban winter coats in the nation. Guess what? Us brothers up here in New York, Chicago, Detroit, we ain't going to be feeling that.
Yeah.
No.
So in order for you to bring all these people together, that's what the government is for. And see, a lot of them conversations, listen, man, that's got to come out. That's renewing history. Things that went right and things that went wrong got to come out so they can be corrected or developed to the next level. So a lot of times people try to stop all that. All you doing is prolonging it. Because whatever went wrong, that's just a snake you allowing to live now. But either way, or shortcutting the system is not going to be successful. And think about that for a second. What other nation could you do that? Like right now, if a group of people came back, right? They say, yo, look, we were just in Canada, and we had a vote, and we decided we're going to do away with freedom of speech. Y'all even in the federal government? Like, who are y'all? To see something people talking about they want to get on the mainstream nation bandwagon. No, you ain't doing what the mainstream nations do. They could go back to social studies class.
Yeah, everybody saying peace, you know, peace.
I mean, listen, man. When you say what's right, that's what's gonna happen. Listen, man. Yeah, look, man. Look. I'm tell you another thing too. See, there's those of us that was blessed. We got the opportunity to walk with the firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some things that we say that y'all are under the impression that those are our opinions. But those are directives that came from the founder. You see what I'm saying? And see, just like we lost freedoms. Mm-hmm. See, when our firstborn is gone, we don't like people coming trying to change things that they told us came from Allah and we was never supposed to change. But do they take the time to learn where that came from? You not if you gonna label me as a hater. So now you don't have to respect what I'm saying. Because it ain't coming from knowledge, it's coming from hate, right? See, that's not equality, man. See anybody else got anything? We get up out of here early, then. Shana got me all hype, man.
Nah, the brother said, yo, this knowledge is like bot.
You gotta break that down, man.
That was good.
What do you mean by that, man?
Supreme mathematics, knowledge like boxing.
You gotta break that one down, man, with me.
Oh, man.
I need some material to bring home. You got some material so I can go over my lessons and everything.
Look.
Well, I would say, I mean, because you say you're not familiar with that. I would suggest you copy that and just.
No. Hold on. See, because I know you from back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Look, you got to fast 3 days.
Mm.
You fast 3 days, when you come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring a notebook.
Okay.
Like a
composition book.
Right.
Yeah.
And a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna start writing down your own book of life. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of the things too. You know what I'm saying? The people out there, you want an easy way to learn your way. It's
it's the way.
Look. Write it down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you learning it, meaning like if you want to know if you know it, right? You study the paper. You think you got it on cap, right?
Okay.
Instead of just saying it, write it down.
And break it down.
Because see, when you write it down,
You're never gonna
that one thing, because you know why? Because you're learning it 2 ways.
Mm-hmm.
See this physical.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's a memory.
Yeah, that's like back in the days when old people used to say, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's because two senses is better than one.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm observing you with 2 senses, I'm gonna be taking more information than I'm observing with one.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, the other thing that happens, right, is sometimes you making a mistake, but because you speaking it, you don't catch it. But if you write it down, then you can't hide from it.
How come the 12 jewels is unmarked out?
That's not our lesson.
Yeah, we're talking about that up there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Why is it marked up?
No, marked out. But I'm saying it was, yeah. No, it's not.
Why is that marked up?
That's not our lesson.
12 Jews is not our lesson, you saying.
Yeah, 12
12
Jews.
is not. 12 Jews is not. I mean, it's not. I don't see anything wrong with it, but that's not a part of our curriculum.
Yeah, it's not our syllabus. That's not our syllabus.
Right.
What in terms of what?
But it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty,
I
but
mean,
it's
in
not
terms of-
something that
you
we
gotta
add
remember
on
that
in
this
terms
knowledge,
of
right,
the curriculum of
is made for
120
kids.
lessons.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And you want these kids to, be able to learn all this knowledge and keep it with them. So it's compact. You understand what I'm saying? So, the 12 Jews is not a part of that syllabus
It's the next thing.
I mean, it's see, look, all knowledge is, but see what we got right there, like I said, is just, remember I said, it's like when you in the workbook, and 120, it's like those first couple of questions that they did for you.
And then you go from there.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Like him. The 12 Jews was with the Father, though. Like, when he was alive, they used the 12 Jews.
Now, to my knowledge, the 12 Jews came from Malcolm X.
When the Father was alive, they didn't use the 12 Jews.
But see, the 12 Jews come out of 120. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something that, we against, but we have a syllabus. It's like, look, the Jewish school and the Catholic school got different syllabus. Yes, I'm saying when you come here, they learn Jewish religion. When you go there, they learn Christian religion because that's their teachings. Our teachings is not the 12 Jews. It don't mean there's nothing wrong with it. That's just not our teachings.
So you some people don't find that right and exact, in other words.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not about it being right and exact. Listen. We a separate nation, right? The NOI, they're their separate nation, right? Malcolm X was a member over there. He made the 12 Jews. No members over here made the 12 Jews.
So, I was watching Infinite on YouTube. Abu Shahid didn't say he made
You was
up-
watching me on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, listen, now we talking that smoke, man. Throw this one to the bus for a change, man. That's what I'm saying.
You gotta throw him under the bus? Throw him under the bus?
Throw him under the bus.
Oh, man. Right.
Abu Shahid didn't say that he made up like.
He said that he
died, then he got locked up or something like that.
He said that he made up. Yeah, he got to say that's what he said. That's what he said. Now I recorded it to document it, but you gotta read in between the lines and you gotta, cross reference. That's why I do what I do. Right? As I build with different brothers and sisters all around and ask, brothers who've been there before I was. He was there before me. But there's different history, so
He said that he made up the 12 Jews to got the God.
no, he said he made up the supreme mathematics, but then somewhere along the line he said something about he mentioned the 12 Jews without actually mentioning 12
No,
Jews.
he said he thought mathematics was supposed to have been in 12 steps. Listen, man.
Yeah, see,
Let me tell you, listen. See, you know how when you in your house, right? And your parents, they bring certain people to the house, you might go even like them. But you can't say nothing to them. That's your parents' peoples. See, there's some people that was with Allah. That's man, whatever. But some things he said was ridiculous to me, man. Like when he came to the rally that time and said that him and Allah argued for 3 days.
did he say that?
Yeah, he said.
He said that. Now on the video, he said that he didn't say that was a rumor. He said that I recorded him saying
at
that.
the rally.
Usually when he
He
said
said
that.
argued for 3 days about do knowledge come before wisdom. And see, my point of view on that is, man, he didn't argue with you for 3 days. He told you it took you 3 days to see it. You talk about argue with you. Yeah, what? We talk about law here.
I'm saying not to keep, dwelling on it, but was Pilan named after Abu Shahid? Or that's just something the father?
That's something that I got from Allah B. How he said that that was that he was John and he went to the Pilan, sent him to the Pilan.
So Pilan was named after Abu Shahid?
That's according to the history. You know what I mean? That he sent them up there and then he wound up living out certain history where said the Pilan was the name of the place where the devil was manufactured.
Okay. I kind of don't understand. I still understand.
What you don't understand? What you mean?
You said that P-Line was manifest because that's what.
No, man, like he had dealt with certain things and certain sciences, certain things when he went up there.
Questions, right? That's about where your studies is at. See, that's what it is. See, he don't know what's P-Line the same as Pavlos.
Right. So okay. So
You know what I'm saying?
let me ask you.
Yeah.
You just went to what degree you at now?
I've been let me tell you briefly. I came to a few Darkim classes. I came to a few Umala classes. Came a few Suntech classes.
Soon yes.
As soon as then I started reading the Supreme Wisdom. I read the Message to the Black Man maybe about 5 times. I read it high. I read it sober. Then I read the mathematics. Then it started getting scary because I'm reading the Message to the Black Man and things is starting to come in my head. I'm like, whoa. Then I went back to my old ways. I used to be crippled with that.
You used to be a crip.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I went back into the old ways and this shit is crazy. Like last month, I don't know why, but I'm trying to tell the locals about the knowledge, telling them that this and that, and they wasn't really trying to hear it. Then I'm trying to tell them to stop eating pork. None of them wasn't trying to hear that. They wanted their bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning. And I'm sitting around and I'm saying in the back of my head, damn, my brain is really growing. And I'm starting to feel more comfortable coming to class because it's like we on the same page than around my Crips. But, because they don't want to read. They don't even want to. I took out my pocket to buy the book Message to the Black Man. I'm giving it to them individually, and they don't read.
See,
they don't,
I'm going to tell you, but see, look, this is what I'm telling you. But see, you have got to make the change first.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You,
Meaning
and
that,
for real, like,
listen,
not just on the surface.
listen. They've got to see the change in you.
Yeah.
Like they got to see something
That's worth
that changed for the best about you. You see what I'm saying? Then they'll have the magnetic and say, yo, I want to get down with that. You see what I mean? The same way, however y'all got in that way of life, there was somebody y'all looked up to that y'all was like, yo, I want to walk down the block and be like him. You see what I'm saying? So that made you be interested in going through whatever you had to go through to be a part of that. The same thing got to happen with this. You got to show and prove that you got it. But then they're going to say, yo, that brother, man, from junior high school, man, if he's God, man, I must be God. Yo, how you did that? You see what I'm saying? But if you just go and you telling them this is food and they don't see you eating it.
Right.
But he did eat it, and he did.
No, he's just beginning right now.
But he said he read the book 5 times. And
No, just because that you read the book, that don't mean that the word has become flesh.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So once it becomes flesh and everybody can see it.
And like you saying, show improvement.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
like matter of
You
fact.
see what I mean? Yeah. You gotta be that example person, to take that allegory out of the Bible. You see what I mean? People start following Jesus because they can see him being perfect, right here on the planet. Not saying that that's getting to the truth. I'm talking about
What it is.
Yeah. Gaining meaning from the story is what I'm talking about.
I respect what you did a lot. It will take a lot of courage in that, for real.
I was talking to.
Keep staying positive and coming around here, y'all, for real. But that take a lot of courage. A lot of people be scared.
We got no more questions in the room over there?
For real.
I appreciate it.
I grew up around.
Now everybody added, peace, it's like, you're gonna see. I know you like to read the
Yeah, I go to the comments.
You're gonna go to the comments and
Look,
whatnot.
I'm telling y'all that right now. Don't be in this room saying peace, because I go on other pages. And I see what you put in the comments. I see y'all people. Look, y'all be riding the fence. I see y'all. Let me tell y'all something, man. Neutrality is devilishment.
That's something that Prince told me. Yeah.
Neutrality. What does that mean, really?
See, listen. Because see, whoever's the negative person, right? You already know he the enemy. It's the neutral people. Those is the dangerous people. See what I'm saying? Those are the people that, listen, they ain't gonna do nothing when they see wrong happen.
Wow.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
You know,
If something happened to you, they ain't gonna do nothing. Cause they neutral.
Darkim, I always say that. It's crazy you said that. I always say the same thing.
That's the first one. Listen, that's why when you come in the army, you gotta be indoctrinated into that way of life that you fighting for the freedom and all that stuff, man. That's the first thing. You gotta get rid of all the neutral people, all the traitors. Before long, you don't stand no chance against the enemy with them with you.
That was a heavy jewel you dropped. Because it might sound simple, but in reality, if you got your eyes open on that, that's going to save you a lot of time and everything. And even if you know it and you know how to apply that, that's a beautiful thing right there. Just getting all that out of the way real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's where it's at.
So we.
You know what's crazy? I would say real quick. It's crazy, but by me falling back in hell and having the knowledge this time with me going through hell, I was really able to see some shit. The 85 was really, I was like, damn. And the 10% really like the 10%. And the shit started getting scary. And you know, I said, I gotta be back here, man. Because like you said, I feel when a person is neutral, they're confused. I used to always say the person don't pick, like you don't know if this person get it. That's a confused person. And son, I always say in the back of my head, we got the problem and the solution. Anything else is confusion. And that's why I immediately came back here. I got her hitting classes, try to get my flag and be part of the nation. So like I'm in the midst of confusion right now.
Nah, it's real, because you're either gonna be righteous or you're gonna be wicked. You can't be righteous and wicked. You see what I'm saying? That's like serving two masters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be righteous or you're gonna be wicked. You know what I'm saying? You can't be, you got people confused, like the 85 easily in the wrong direction, harder in the right direction. So they might be doing righteousness or wickedness, but they don't really know no better. You understand? But it's worse someone who know better and to continue to do wickedness. You understand? The 85 doing wickedness because they don't know no better. You understand that? But that's why they're easily in the wrong direction, hard to be in the right direction. That's why we gotta teach them in the right direction, so they know. So they have something righteous to fight for, something righteous to do. Go to school, get an education, get a trade, do something positive. You understand? Because the devil want to do a negative, so they led in the wrong direction. You see what I'm saying? But it's even in the Bible. If you blind and you sin, that's forgiven. But now you say you see and you continue to sin, that's unforgiven. You see what I'm saying? So that's like, you got people, that's like 10%. You understand? Is a bloodsucker to the poor. They motherfuckers who know they doing wrong and they continue to do wrong and teach other people, try to lead other people to do wrong. You see what I'm saying? 5% the one to teach people the right way and teach people to do right and how to do right and teach people their potential that they got and that they don't have to do wrong. They don't have to fall for the devil's tricks. You understand? Yeah. And the 85%, they easily in the wrong direction, hard to be in the right. You understand? So many of them are doing wrong, but they don't even know they're doing wrong. You see what I'm saying? So when they see you by an example, like at first they might laugh, you know what I'm saying? You giving them, message the black man, don't eat pork, telling them certain shit, they might laugh because they not seeing how serious you are. But I see how serious you are because I walk through. I'm like, this brother's serious about what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? He's going through some real shit. You know what I mean? And it take going through some real shit to see some real shit. And the shit that you going through, that's love, hell, or right. You don't love hell, you love right, but you going through hell because you striving to come out right. You see what I'm saying? But that's just gonna make you stronger then. You know what I'm saying? So you can stay on the right path. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, guys, you know what's crazy? Dude, I heard before that pork slows your brain down.
They do.
When I went back around the Lokes, all of them get bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning. They get their cigarette with the bacon, egg, and cheese. And I'm not trying to be funny. I can really see that the pork really slows people's brain down.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I'm telling you is that you're God and you're telling me that you don't want to hear this shit. I'm telling you that pork is
Peace, Hashem, peace, God.
I'm telling you, pork is going to kill you and slow your brain. And you like, yo, we don't want to hear. I'm like, wow, the pork really do slow people's brain down.
Well, when you show them, through your ways and actions, and they see how much better you doing for getting out of yourself, and they see you being God, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna see, not all of them, but some of them gonna be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? They're gonna start, yo, what's that you was talking about before, you know what I mean? That knowledge stuff, you know what I mean? Certain ones are gonna come to you and be like, oh shit, because they're gonna see through your ways and action. You understand? But first focus on getting yourself right, you know, because the first law is self-preservation. So get yourself right, and then you can take your people out of that situation, the bad situation that they in. You understand what I'm saying?
Brother said he wants you to build on self-defense. He said they heard you are a master.
What?
They said want you to build on self-defense. This is his brother. His name is I'll tell you his name.
Well,
Jason Rosario TV. Oh, no.
Rosario TV.
Jason Rosario TV.
I think I know who that is too. I don't know about being no master, but I will say this: we gotta start paying attention to physical composition, man. You understand what I'm saying? We do a lot when we come into the nation to heal mentally. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of brothers emotionally and physically need to be healed. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I see y'all out there on Facebook. I see how y'all be talking to each other. Listen, don't be talking to nobody like that and you can't do at least 25 push-ups or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? You see other people talking, you think you can talk like that. You better watch that.
Yeah, I asked that piece.
From DC?
Yep.
Hey, city God. Look, I know.
Your piece I add. We build soon. Peace, God.
I know I ain't called me tonight with some smoke. What I just said? What?
He said the God should bring back universal beatdowns. That's y'all add.
Hey, listen. See, I had you look.
We don't care.
But look, I tell y'all what I do think you can come back. If y'all would ask me, look, something that was they took it away. You ask me, we need to bring the books back. We need to bring the books. And listen, man, I don't want to know nothing about your lessons, man. I want to know who knows you. Who knows you, who you went to junior high school with, high school, who been in your house. Do they know your parents, your children? You understand what I'm saying? Would you really see all this, on the internet and read the lessons right there and type it in the thing? Nah, that ain't gonna impress me. If we bring that back to where we know who everybody is, and that's a big pet peeve of mine, man. Just knowing who everybody is, man. It'll tell you a lot. See, that's what it is. We got people around us, we don't know who they are. They've been around a long time. And they think that means they got history. What history? Who here knows you? So that,
Yeah.
If I had one thing I could bring back, that's how it would be the books.
Peace. There's a lot of questions that's in there, but I can't get to all of them, and we'll get to them at some point though. But peace for everybody tuning in, and I don't know.
Everybody tuning in.
You got God. Tune into Darkim B Allah Christ channel.
Yeah, y'all know let me tell you something. In my channel, it's only true and living. Yeah, see, Inf channel, Inf is documenting everything. So he wants you to see, like, people talk crazy. That's what they were saying. Inf will show you them talk crazy like that. See me, nah, I ain't do that. So my channel is true and living.
They laughing in there. All right, well, Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace to the righteous people in the universe. Signing off for Law School in Mecca. Peace.
Peace, God. Peace, everybody.
Yeah.
How many people you had in there? Yeah, you had